Hi, good day. We're here from the Sustainable Energy for All Forum in Brooklyn, New York. I've got the honor to introduce Mr. Lovins, who's the director of the Rocky Mountain Institute. Thank you so very much for being with us today.
Pleasure.
So if, in your own words, what is happening today at the Sustainable Energy Forum, and what was your message in your presentation?
There are a lot of knowledgeable people here, including a lot of field practitioners, figuring out how to help the billion people without electricity and the 3-odd billion people without proper cooking methods to have those basic ingredients of a decent life rapidly and affordably and get it all done by 2030. And my message was in part that very efficient use of the energy is an often underused key to making that happen better, faster, cheaper. It's everything from many-fold more efficient cooking pots to home solar packages of appliances so efficient that you could have, lights, radio, phone charger, television, and a fan all powered by a yay big solar panel at half the normal cost. So if we put all the best pieces together of efficiency and renewables, it can happen a lot faster than we thought. There are good examples of this in the field that a lot of people don't know about yet because they're moving so fast that even assessments done a year ago are already obsolete before the ink is dry.
Absolutely. And so you've been engaged in this topic for a long time now.
40 odd years.
30 odd years?
40.
40 odd years.
But who's counting?
So you're very much a leading voice in highlighting the transition to a sustainable energy future. How are you feeling about the current state of affairs? Do you think there's a lot of excitement, there's a lot of movement in the right direction?
Yes, it's actually going very well and faster than many people thought possible. A small example is that in 2013 alone, China put in more solar power capacity than the United States had installed in the previous 59 years cumulatively. And then 3 years later, China was putting in twice that much, 3 football pitches per hour of solar power. And by the way, over 11 billion watts just in the month of June last year. Or if you want some other numbers, last year alone, actually in 8 or 9 months of last year, the low bids on Mexican solar power came down 37%. The low bids on European offshore wind power came down 43%. That's in less than a year. You see what I mean about last year's assessments being obsolete already. So we need much more agile, forward-looking institutions to actually stay agile enough to keep picking the best buys and not lock ourselves into what a snapshot of years ago numbers says we ought to be doing. We need to be very rapidly learning and adapting.
So it's very much an exciting time, and there's a lot of movement in the field. What's your recent highlight that you really want to, or what's your message to young people out there that you really want to share with the world today?
Well, when you get to be my age, fossil fuel will be something you see in an industrial museum. And I'm already experiencing a bit of pre-nostalgia just thinking about it. The coal and oil and gas that China developed over a millennium ago and Europe a few centuries ago served us well. They built our wealth. They created what we see around us, but we've got better, cheaper, cleaner, safer methods now, and you will have the great advantage of enjoying those as soon as we can kick the habit.
Well, thank you so very much. You've heard it from Mr. Lovins. He's a wise voice in the movement to a sustainable energy future. Thank you so very much.
Thank you.